Hey everyone, Revan here, and welcome back to AstroBlock 2, where, as you can see, things have changed a bit. So sit back, enjoy the video, and let's see what we can't get done. Alright, well, as I mentioned, as you can see, things have changed, and they have changed quite a bit. Just by looking around these rooms here, you can see we now only have one cryogenic chamber. The teleport pad has moved a little bit, and the main room where we start in here has a few other machines and a slightly different layout here. So as just like previously, we had the energy storage module, which hooks up to the oxygen compressor, which we use to fill our tanks and stuff like that. But we now also have a universal recycler and a fluid tank. And the reason for this is there was an update to the pack, which actually changed quite a few things. If you take a look around the world, you will now notice that there are a lot more asteroids and they're a lot smaller. So the larger asteroids like we have down there are a little bit more sparse, and you have a lot more of the small ore asteroids. At least that's what I'm going to call it. I did have to restart the game, which is why I have a few things that I didn't have previously, mainly because of the fact that anytime that the pack gets updated and it's going to change world gen, I'm probably going to upgrade to that new that new version. Also, the quest lines have changed a little bit. We no longer have a bonsai pot. Previously we got this from a quest line. Now we actually need to make one, and in order to do that, we're gonna need clay, which we're gonna have to run 8 sand and a bucket of water through a compressor. So one of the first things we're gonna be doing today is getting into machines. Now, one of the other things that was introduced, I don't want to say introduced into the pack, but introduced into the world generation are these guys right here. Now, these are just solar arrays, but what you do is you'll find one of the controllers with usually 4 solar arrays attached to it. Now, each one of these only does like 1 RF per tick or something like that. But as you can see, I've found quite a few of them, and that was just from traveling around from place to place. So I would assume those things are going to be either taken out or nerfed in some way, shape, or form, because when you find them and you find a lot of them, you kind of bypass a lot of the requirements to create power. Right now I'm producing 33 RF a tick base, and I just started the pack, so I wouldn't be surprised if those things get a little bit of a nerf. Let's see, anything else change? Other than that, we now have a rare ores scanner module as part of the quest line, and everything else is, as far as I can tell, pretty much the same. There are some new structures out there, which we'll go on a little walkabout a little bit later on and take a look at those guys, but some of them have some pretty cool stuff in it. As you can see, I've already picked up an extra coal gen, an oxygen compressor, and then obviously the solar arrays and stuff like that. I've been doing some mining, so we have what we need so that we can actually continue on. Previously in the pack, during editing, I should say previously in the pack, in the previous episode, during the editing, I did add in some text because I had said, oh, I don't know what these coins are for. Well, if you come to the shop and click sell, there's actually a tab right here for coins, and I did not see them previously. So I'm going to see how we actually turn these guys in. So if I just kind of click through these, I think that's just the way that we have to do it. And you look like you're one of these. All right, so we now have $480, which means I think we should buy a pistol. This is $100. Does 8 damage, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's $10 per magazine. So I think we buy this, and we buy a couple of these guys. Not too many. I'm not sure how good this is going to be, but we need something for long range. And these, I think we can just put up in there. So I'm not quite sure how to, let's see here. It says press shift for detailed tooltip. Yep. I'm hoping that it'll just reload because the normal reload button is R and it's not doing anything. And I'm hoping that's just because of the fact that we don't need to reload it right now. But we do need to continue on with the quest line here. We need to make one of these ore processors, which is going to be some glowstone, iron, and quartz, which we did finally find a quartz meteor. However, it it was not easy at all. And I was talking to the mod dev, and they made mention that they're probably gonna up how much this stuff actually spawns in. So, because as of right now, just by going around, I'll tell you that iron and coal seem to be, I should say coal seems to be the predominant thing that we find in asteroids. So never going to be without that. But let's make this blank upgrade, and we need some glowstone dust. Thought I had some dust left from combining everything. We'll just grab 4. There we go. We now have our ore processor, which we should, if I can find it, be able to toss into this guy now. I'm curious to see what this does here. What happens if we toss gold in here? Does this produce more than one, or is it just for allowing certain ores to actually be processed? Nope. So it does, it essentially is doubling our ores. So that's going to be good for the ones that are a little bit more difficult to find here. All right, so we've completed this. We'll grab another coin, and now we need to move on to the compressor. This is what we're going to need in order to get into trees. And one of the main reason I want to get a hopping bonsai pot going is I need food. So we don't have, doesn't look like we have cooked apples in here. However, we have canned food, which is tin canisters and 2 apples, and that will, you know, that'll do us a lot better than, you know, the nothing that we have right now. Speaking of tin, we do have this. I should probably just upgrade all of these guys to iron as well. Now we can toss you guys down, toss you in, and toss you in, and that way we can just toss the tin up there, and that should be good to go for melting everything that we're going to need up. What else don't we have? We don't have copper. We don't have osmium. Might as well take some aluminum because we're probably going to need it. And we'll just toss you guys in there. All right. So compressor. I'm going to need an iron plate. So I'm going to need to make myself a hammer. Let's see. So that's just going to be wood and iron. And then obviously we'll be able to make plates a little bit later on when we actually have more items or more things. Okay, so this is where we're going to need the aluminum, because I believe the compressors and stuff will make plates as well. Let's make you. And as far as power goes, I think it's going to be best if we actually make a little bit of room outside. So I'm going to try to clear out as much as this as I can, and then try to run a wire over here so we can actually start using this room for production. We still don't have this sealed off. We need to make an oxygen sealer, but we need to get it into the compressor and everything before we do that. So let me clear this stuff out, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so I did manage to get a wire ran on the outside out here, and I just have one of these little switchable aluminum wires, so I can turn it on and off when I want to actually use the machines. Later on, I might do it so every single wire, every single machine is set up on a switchable wire, because there'll be times when I just want to use, you know, one machine and I don't need every single one of them run, because again, these guys will continue to draw away our power, and they're a bunch of big jerks. So, you know, don't use them if we don't have to. I had a bunch of coal. There it is. So the next thing that we need to make here is we need to make some gravel, sand, and clay. So gravel is going to be relatively easy. We just make up our cobblestone and we just toss this guy in here like this with a little bit of fuel. And that should produce us our gravel. Now these things are relatively noisy, so I'm wondering if we have mufflers or anything like that. That's a portal muffler. That's that super sound muffler. A note block in wool. So we're gonna sacrifice some of our string here. We can always go find more spiders and some of our wood. So note block as always. Note block. And for wool, and we have our super sound muffler, and we can toss this guy. Ooh, I don't know. Right up there for now. And as long as we don't touch the whitelist or the blacklist, it should muffle everything within the vicinity of it. So those things are going to come in handy. Unfortunately, we're not going to have any chest noises. All right, good enough. We at least have noise if we're opening chests, because that's going to kind of bug me if everything is super quiet here. All right, so we got some gravel. Let's turn that into sand. And later on, we'll have like a whole line of these guys working, but we should be able to get these guys up to electric pretty soon here. I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah, so we need to make the circuit fabricator, which is all stuff that we can make as of right now. So we need some aluminum, lever, stone buttons. So any of you guys done? Nope. Keep the aluminum on us. We're gonna need a lever. I believe it was a furnace. Yep. Couple of the aluminum wire. Do we have any of that guy left? We do not, but we can make that really easy. Aluminum wire is just 3 aluminum, and we have our aluminum wire. Kind of like our power conduits. They're not the best, but they work. All right, so we have sand, and then just curious if there's recipes for this. Okay, yeah, so we definitely need to grab a bucket of water, which we have 2. I do want to try something real quick here, so bear with me. All right, so we can make an infinite water source, which I don't think we could make those in the first pack, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but that, in my opinion, is maybe something that should look to be taken out. Otherwise, it doesn't really make much sense for us to be given this guy to make fluids with, because we can make lava and we can make water with this guy. So let's take you and start you up, and then we'll grab an extra bucket of water just so we have a little bit more clay. All right, and thankfully it did not eat my did not eat my bucket, but this should finish up this quest over here. And let's see, circuit fabricator, we're gonna need a redstone torch, so got you. And then I think the only thing that we're gonna need is gonna be the stone buttons. Let's just throw half a stack of cobble. Actually, I don't think this is gonna double the cobble. Let's just see real quick. Oh, it does double the cobble. That's interesting. But yeah, we seem to be producing or I should say advancing a lot faster than I'm used to in AstroBlock. We already have pretty much a lot of ores, more ores than we know what to do with. The only thing I didn't find this time around, which I found previously, was just want to make sure that, yeah, I have not found an asteroid with meteoric iron inside of it. On the first version I actually did, and it was really nice because it was a big asteroid and it gave me a lot. Like, I may never need meteoric iron again type of a lot. All right, let's grab you. We have our sand, we have our clay. So now we can break you down. All right, we did manage to silence this. We just need to silence the anvil noise, which I should have thought of. But all right, these guys, let's make you up real quick. Just make 2 of you, and then grab some of you. We should have, yeah, we have 2 chests already, so we can just make our hoppers. There we go. And just to verify, what is this going to give us? Just a coin. All right. So we can toss you in here like this. Grab our 2 hopping bonsais. Throw you guys in here. Try to stay halfway organized. Not going to last very long, but you know, we'll do what we can do. And you look like, nope. Iron, nope. Aluminum, yep. Give a colorblind guy a bunch of coins that you can't hover over, and that's what happens. So let's set up these guys, and we're going to do that by making some drawers here. All right. Not what I wanted. There we go. And grab a couple extra of you. Then there we go. Oh, that made a lot more than I was planning. All right, you can go right there, and then we just need to grab some dirt and saplings. Chick, chick, boom. All right, you, and then just to make sure that we're actually getting apples, toss an apple in there and prime it with logs. And the other thing I don't care about, whether it's saplings or leaves or sticks or whatever, just kind of have to make sure one is each. We should probably just set one up to at least have saplings like you and like you, and that way we each have a space here, and hopefully one of these will get leaves. All right, what did we get for this? We got another coin. All right, let's look into the, I say the jetpack. Failed items. All right, we'll add you up there. Now these guys, if I remember from the first one, are absolutely horrid in the overworld, but they're not too bad in space. Iron jetpack things we're gonna need. We're gonna need some leather, some redstone, and a piece of quartz, and then these guys are just gonna be coal and cobblestone. All right, so we're gonna have to go on a hunt for one more piece of rotten flesh, but I say that's a good excuse to check out our new toy here. So where is the closest Zombert? All right, come get me. There it is. Just all that for one piece of rotten flesh. All right, we'll grab you, furnace, and we're gonna need a comparator. Grab one of you, and yep, I still have everything that I need for the other one. This, and then are we missing anything? Nope, we have our iron jetpack, which we can toss over here. This battery I just kind of found, so we'll toss it in there to help. All right, so why are you not charging? All right, that doesn't want to seem to charge in there for whatever reason, so we're going to try to make one of these charger guys real quick. And kind of see what that does. All right, so that's in there. Now, where did we take our jetpack? All right, so yeah, it'll work in here, but for some reason it won't charge in here, even though the battery charged. So I don't know if that's just a Galacticraft thing or what that is. But we've completed the jetpack. We get a little bit more cash for that. Now we need to do the ore scanner, so we're gonna need some gold and another piece of quartz. 2 gold and some iron bars. Iron. Charger. Our jetpack is almost full. Let's also toss you in there. Probably gonna... Actually, no, it's not gonna take long. You don't think 34 RF per tick is a lot, but in early game, it adds up really quickly. All right, so we get another coin for you, and then we need to make this scanner module. So we have common ores and rare. Let's see. We need a diamond, which I don't think that's happening anytime soon. I'm just seeing here if diamond can be found in any other ore. So diamond. The reason I say any other ore is some of the Galacticraft ones are named other things, but once you smelt them up, they turn into something like ilmenite or something like that, turns into titanium. So diamond is found in the overworld. So it looks like we were not going to be able to finish that one. We can do the coal, but we're going to need green dye. Oh, we can make it. So if we have yellow and lapis, which we actually do have, we can take our yellow here from our dandelions that we find inside of the ice, a piece of lapis, and we're actually going to need 1 more of that. There we go. And 4 pieces of clay. One piece of redstone and 1 gold nugget. And that should be able to make us our blank scanner. Then I think we just needed a piece of coal on that in order to just find the common ores. All right. So we've at least finished that one. We're going to have to wait until we find diamond. I don't know if we're going to find it out here or if we have to wait to get to the overworld, but yeah, we at least have that guy. So now when we come out to just scan this up real quick, it'll show us any of the common ores, which we don't seem to have any around us right now. Either that or it's just a little bit out of range. I also emptied out a lot of these guys, so. All right, so I'm not really sure what it's counting as common ore here, but this is not really picking anything up. Oh well, not worth. Not worth. All right, so we're pretty much done with this other than this astro miner, which I'm kind of curious to get into because this will do a lot of the mining for me and bring me back goodies. It can be a little bit glitchy and, you know, crash the pack and stuff like that here and there, but it's kind of like no rhyme or reason why it does that as far as I can figure out. So let's add this on. We're gonna need heavy duty plates. So we need steel, aluminum, and bronze. So steel is going to be coal and compressed iron plates. Obviously we have aluminum, and then bronze is going to be tin and copper. So before we do that, let's check out the machines because I want to get into the actual this electric compressor here, because then I don't really have to worry about feeding it with coal. I can save the coal for making steel and stuff. So let's make this circuit fabricator. All right, and here is the circuit fabricator. We got that guy done, and we can hook you up pretty much right there for now. Actually, no, we can't. Forgot these guys are kind of picky about how they take power, so we can put that there. However, let's grab you. it's got to be on the side here. So if we flip this lever, this should start getting power and it should be ready to go. So we have that. There's no reward set for this guy yet. Not sure if it's going to get one, but I would assume that they were. Or I'm sorry. I would assume that they will be getting a reward. I assume they will be getting rewards. That took me like 8 times to say for some reason. Yeah. All right, electric compressor. What do we got here? All right, so we're gonna need some compressed steel. All right, and I'm just noticing we can't actually make the electric compressor just yet. Main reason being we need an advanced wafer, which is made in the circuit fabricator, and it requires a diamond. So we need to get stuff for the diamond first, which means so we're not going to be able to do the Astro Miner either, because that's also going to require an advanced wafer. Everything else we can pretty much make. We just can't make that guy yet. All right, which means we are going to actually have to go back out and do a little bit of exploring here. Before we do that, I do want to make up some of these guys real quick, just so that I have food with me. Take that and we can toss you back in here. We don't need the shears. And we'll keep the grapple as an emergency. We could toss you in there, and we're gonna have to grab some more wood and more pickaxes. But yeah, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a walkabout. I don't think I've really been too far in this area, but I'll bring you guys back if I come across anything interesting. Let's toss you on. Actually, before we leave, I want to make a shield. Skeletons are bad. All right, well, we did manage to find some meteoric iron here, so that is awesome. It's not as big as the first the first one we found, but you know, something is better than nothing. Other than that, we did come across a structure here, so I'm trying to make my way over there to check it out. There's another one over in that distance there. These look somewhat different, and looks like they have those little alien guys in there that you normally find on the Galacticraft planet. So let's make our way on over here. Oh, nope. That's turret. That hurt. All right, so there's got to be something good in there, but wow, that hurt. How the heck are we supposed to get in there? I have an idea. Let's do this and this. See if we can come down out of his line of sight. Yep, this will do it. And then I keep forgetting these slants are actually wood. We got titanium plates here. You go away. Gonna have to lower that volume. What is this? Ooh, zombie spawner. No, thank you. Probably should have checked to see if we have we do have cardboard boxes. Oh, also gonna have to see if we can pick those up when I get a chance. But this is a lot of stuff. Is there any more spawners? Nope. What do you guys got? We have a basic wafer. Copper, which we already have. Tin, we already have. Jungle saplings, we get us that. Are these guys all going to be the same? Looks like it. If I remember correctly from the first AstroBlock, a lot of these guys were the same too, but what are you? Alarm? All right, so we can't even break you. We have another coal generator, an oxygen compressor, storage. What do we got in here? Aluminum, lead. Ooh, we got an astro miner. Nice. Some heavy duty plates. We don't need any of this stuff. So we have heavy duty plate tier 3 and tier 1. Nice. And heavy duty plate tier 2. We get some desh. Osmium. These guys stack? No, they don't stack. Silicone we found, osmium we found, aluminum we found, iron, tin, and lead. We've all found all of that stuff. What are you? We'll take you since we already have you on, but you might get tossed out. So these guys are pretty lucrative to find these guys. What's in here? All right, so it doesn't seem to be any way to detach the turret that's up there, so I'm not really sure what we're gonna have to do about that guy. Where was the secondary one? Yeah, look at this guy. It's got turrets on it as well, so I don't want to get too close. All right, I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna get into this guy. Probably down below again is gonna be our best bet. All right, so what do we got in here? We have another coal generator, another compressor, and a storage module. So, I mean, all this stuff would come in handy for expanding our base. Whoa, they got skeleton spawners. You win. I have to be quick about this. All right. Skeleton spawner gone. Any other spawners? What is this? A hydroponic farm block. Ah. I have no idea what you are. Coal generator. Oh, an electric compressor. Nice. And a durable rocket body, a rocket vane, a lot of heavy duty plates. I have no idea what this stuff is. Another oxygen tank. We'll sacrifice you for that, and we'll take the string. We definitely want these guys. We're gonna have to kind of pick and choose what we take and what we have to come back for. All right, I managed to block off the turrets because it doesn't seem like I can actually break them. So I don't know if I need something to hack into that or what, but I want to try to collect these solar panels before we head home. I think that's going to be it for here, so I'm going to head back home real quick. All right, electric compressor. There we go. So that will get power as soon as it's turned on. And then I'm kind of curious to know about this hydroponic base. Oh, well, we can try to figure that out later. I can't figure that guy out. I'm probably going to have to look up, looks like Galaxy Space is the mod pack. Because it just looks like, you know, as long as this got water and cucumber, it says it's doing something, but it's obviously not. So I don't know if that's just because those particular seeds don't want to work in there or what it is. So I'll play around with it a little bit offline and we'll try to figure it out. But for now, I think we're going to call that the end of episode 2. I think we did pretty good. We are fully stocked. I don't want to say fully. We are pretty good stocked up. I do have to do a little bit of wiring around here to try to get all of these machines hooked up. But yeah, I'm enjoying the pack as usual. I can't wait till we get to some of the other planets, hopefully in another episode or two. Normally, I think we have to spend a decent amount of time in this environment before we get to the overworld. But hey, we'll get there soon enough. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Helps me out greatly. And as always, guys, stay safe, be awesome, and we'll see you guys next time.